And says, Ein Chanami, that's a very good taina. And then the Gemara says, however, Rabbi Shimon ben Gamliel brings a price that it would appear that he doesn't hold that way. He holds you have to do it for the Sheni. So the Gemara says, my time at the Rabbi Shimon, what's his reason? So the Gemara says that he holds that ki heichi de la mishmach giula la giula. But Rabbi Shimon ben Gamliel, he holds that you have to put two giulas close, one to the other. What does that mean? That since you've got to wait till Nisan anyway, you've got Shnas Ayuva, you've got a 13th month, and you have to wait till the second order. So he says it's better to keep Purim in the second order, because then it comes out that the Geula of Purim and the Geula of Pesach in Nisan are one alongside the other. And the Gemara says that that's a stronger svara than Ein Mavir and Lamitzvah. To put two Geulas together, to be mismatched one Geula into the other, well, that's a stronger Indian, has a greater koyak than the Indian for Ein Mavir and Lamitzvah. That is what the Gemara. And so the final opinion of the Gemara is that you have to make it Border Sheni. Over the Natiya at the Sugya at the beginning is that Ein Chanami should do it in order, he should do the whole Purim in order Rishon. And remember, the Rebbe's been medag on many occasions that we see from that the whole reason why we keep Purim for order Sheni is mitzad like a svara miyuchedes mitzad the seder of the Shona. Which is the Chodesh name also. Mitzad the klal of Ein Mavir and La Mitzvah. Mitzad all the klal, we should take Ein Nachanam do it Border Rishon. There's a svara that Kedei lahasmik geula legeula, but that makes it the reason why we keep it on the shame. So the Rebbe said we see from that there's a inyan that you have to be masmik geula, geula. And the Rebbe learns in that the pshat that you have to be Peseda in a matzah from Geula. And the whole mile of Purim is that lifts up Yidden into a Zah Madriga where they're out of the Golas altogether. And Ad Kedikach, that they were the ones who were Koveya, they fixed the whole Hanoga of Achashverosh, and they fixed Esther became the Malka, and then later she took over Beis Haman completely, and Mordechai became the Mishnah Lamelech, and they had the control over the whole situation. Of Amira, that's a Indian for Geula Amitiyat, and therefore you got to take that Indian and join it together and be masmichet to the Gula of Mitzrayim, the Gula from Pesach. From that we see that we'll learn out from that we've got to be masmik Geula leGeula. And remember, we can say that that's a klal. Just like Ein Ma'avirin ala mitzvahs is a general rule, and a klal, the Gemara reveals to us a svara amuka called lehismak geula, that alle inyonim have to be seen as one geula leading into another. And that's a klal in Shas, because if you ain't Ma'avirin ala mitzvahs. Yeah, and it's even stronger. That's what we decide. That's the only reason why we decide to do it in the training. And you have to be always in a matzah from masmik geula legeula. And berega what you see, easy inyan in your life. But this is a nakuda, and the scholars of Ephesus inyan l'maylam we say to harogim, and that's a inyan for geula. Then you have to be masmik geula legeula. You have to go Michael El Choyer, and you have to say, oh, that's a Siman Toiv, or Mazel Toiv, that from that we're going to go right into the Geula Shlema, take of Meyad Mami. And in other words, that you have to see the Nakudas HaGeula, the Kol Inyan, and be masmik that to the Geula Shlema. You have to learn from the greatness of every moment, which is L'mayla Me'arogim, and see how that is a forerunner, and a forerunner means that it brings with it, and carries with the momentum, the inifit the Geula Shlema. As they come to it, that's the Nakuda, that's the message of the Gemara, Ki heichid al-ishma ki ula le-geula. And Lefi zeh, a Yid has to live Keseda with the Indian from Geula. And remember, it's not the Indian is that we're waiting until such time that there'll be the Geula Shlema. Now, Koyel Yemei Chayecha, all the days of your life have to be in Azar even Lachovi Yemei Mashiach. It's what in the in the Agoda Shal Pesach of it's a Mishnah at the end of the first parak in Brachot. It's the last Mishnah in the first parak of Brachot that the Mishnah says that why is it written when we get to the Hiras Mitzrayim Laman Kizker as Yem Teisko Me'eretz Mitzrayim Koyel Yemei Chayecha. So what does it mean? You have to remember that going out of Egypt all the days of your life. What is the word all? What does that come to be? Koyel. What does that come to add? So the first Tana Ben Zayma, he said it comes to add the night time. Laman Teisko is Yom. You have to remember by day you're going out from Mitzrayim. How do we know that you have to do it for late? So Koyel Yemei Chayecha, it comes to include also the night time. It's all big people. How we know that we're going to say Parshas Yetzias Mitzrayim also at night. And then comes along the Chachamim, and the Chachamim disagree with the Ben Zayma, and they say no, Koyel Yemei Chayecha Lachovi Liyemei Mashiach. That the word Koyel in Yemei Chayecha, the word Koyel is Koyel, the Indian of the Geula Shlema of the days of Mashiach. What of Isaac is that what the Mishnah means in simple terms, it means that the expression on the part of the Pasuk, all the days of your life, includes the Indian of waiting and bringing to Moshiach. So normally the Mishnah would have said, Lichlel, Kol Yemei Chayecha, Reimez Liyemei Mashiach. Lichlel, or Marbig, it comes to add also the Indian Yemei Mashiach. But it doesn't say that. It says a very interesting lesson, Lachovi Liyemei Mashiach. And so therefore the Friedrich Rebbe said, from that's a special hero, that all the days of your life have to be in Azar, even Lachovi Liyemei Mashiach. In other words, that every day of your life you have to ask yourself the question, what have I done today, Lachovi, to bring B'Koyel, the infant from Mashiach? The fact that I've been misbeaten, a good makshova, I've had a good mood and I've had a good leaning about Mashiach, that's not enough. You've got to think to yourself carefully, what have I done? But measure today, lachovi, you had to bring B'Koyel, the Yemei Mashiach. Feed that cloud, that lachovi, the Yemei Mashiach, means that every day of your life you've got to be living with the Geula, and you've got to be seeing what have I done to make the Geula a further reality, make it, as you might call, a real existing state of the Geula B'Koyel. But it follows that every day you're already supposed to be in the infant Moshiach. The Gemara teaches us here that Lisma Geula Geula, that if you're really in the infant Geula, then you'll be bringing Lahovi Liyemei Mashiach Berega there. But that's only a preparation. It's how they call it a Maisa Tov, which is bringing, it's leading towards. Of a Medaf Open B'Poel Mamish. You know the famous story with the Rebbe Marash and the Tzomah Tzedek. I mean, you guys all know the story. I'm sure you do. But there was once a Maisa that it was makubal in the Jewish world that the year Tov Reish Ches, which was already in the time of the leadership of the Rebbe, the Tzomah Tzedek, that it was makubal, that was going to be what they call a kate. There were many years that were said to be, they were going to be what they called the time of the Geula, the kate. And so it was makubal, B'yedei Havi, Gedolei Israel, the Tov Reish Ches are going to be the time of Mashiach. It's going to be a cake. In Elul of that year, was Tov Reish Ches, the Rebbe Marash went into his father, the Rebbe the Tzomach Tzedek, and he says, Tata, it's it's gone through a whole year. We're already holding by Elul, and everybody says it's supposed to be a cage. He said, no, what's happening? Where's Mashiach? So the Tzomach Tzedek said, well, look, this year, Tov Reish Chet was the first print of the Likutei Torah. That was the very first print. The print I showed you today was a second or a third. But the first one was Tov Reish Chet. The Tzomach Tzedek printed the Likutei Torah with his Hagos also. So he said to the Rebbe Marash, he said, well, we just finished printing the Likutei Torah. Well, that's the Indian from Pnimis HaTorah. If the Mayonas are going to go out in Chutza, well, that means Mashiach has to come. Yeah, so we printed the Likutei Torah. That's it. That's the Indian of the case. Yeah, B'shon Hazeh. So the Rebbe Marash heard that, and then he said to his father, he said, "Oh, Tata, midafo b'hoben b'poyel mami." In other words, the Tzomach Tzedek was marami, that's something that's happened, it's being makared very massively. There's a Gula Shleimer, and that's like the Tanai that the Baal Shem Tov told Melech HaMashiach, that Shiyofutzu Mayin Tzorach Chutza B'Melech Kosimah. So that's already been made, that's been prepared. Let's wait for good result. So the Rebbe Marash pointed out to his father, we don't have time to wait for good results. We're going to have the results before you. And therefore he said, Ovatata midaf obahodin. So he said, Ovatata midaf obahodin, he's real Purim. So he said, midaf obahodin, b'poyel mamish, the taich mamish, yeah. That's the inyan for lishma geula, putting one geula close to the other, that you're going to be in a matzav that you're doing everything. Or that's only lachovi, that's bringing and preparing it. That was the answer of the Rebbe the Tzomach Tzedek. We've done and we've prepared the best we can. We've prepared the way to Mashiach. And the Rebbe Marash answered him, oh, that's great, Tata. The Poel Mamish means right in this moment. Davon the Gula Shleimer. Even the Davon the Poel Mamish is everything you've done. The hobby is great, but it's not yet the emerson moment. It's not the Poel Mamish. It's only like the preparation for it. And therefore, that's the Gemara which says, Lishma Geula. You got to make one geula run into the geula b'poyel, and therefore that's in the kuda that even though we have to live lefida hirov and the Friedrich Rabbi in that mission, every day of your life lahovi liyamoisa Mashiach, you have to realize that kolein that the madrega is only lahovi. That's a nish poyel mamish, but poyel mamish, then it's only a preparation. It's only one geula, but it's still waiting for the final geula. It's waiting for the ultimate shleimus of lishma geula, the geula b'poyel mamish. As kein yesh lema, that's the emes of pshat in the Gemara. It's another chayas altogether. You wake up in the morning, you think, what am I going to do today? And what's up with Giton and everything? It's all fine and well. It's all beautiful. It's all but the good things that they're lahovi. Aber mit darf sagen, der Rebbeinu Shalom, aber mit darf hoffen b'poyel. Yeah, mit darf hoffen b'poyel, mami. And that's the chaz of the Rebbe. That's the whole new message that the Rebbe brought, that the last Indian of the Golas, and the last moments where we find ourselves now, are not an Indian for Nachona. They're not an Indian for preparation for the Geulah. They're not even good things which are going to bring eventually to the Geulah. They're the Indian for Kabbalah's Pnei Mashiach. We're going to receive Mashiach b'poyel. And that was the famous sequel that the Rebbe said in Nun Beis, and Chapash Chai Sorah. That's what the Rebbe said to the Shluchim. That's what the gesagt haben, the ganze Kinder, the Shluchim. But the whole Indian of Shlichus nowadays, and the whole message that we have to the world is to take into our lives Mashiach b'poyel. It's no longer an Indian for preparation, it's an Indian for poyel mami. And that's what the Rebbe Marash said to his father, Tata medav hoben poyel mami. In absolute reality. And that's the Indian. Yesh lema, That's the Indian from Purim Katan. If you the Gemara, that the Gemara says, Ein Mavir and La Mitzvah. But the Gemara says, ultimately speaking, Lishma Geula, Legeula, Zeh Tamed, the Rebbe Shimon Gamliel, and that's the Emesa. That's the Emesa Tam, is a simon that in a Yid's Leben, in a Yid's Leben, that's even higher than all the Inyonim. I feel them in the Reise. I feel Inyonim, sheyesh lem poyer, mit der Reise, to be Megala, the meaning from Purim Akshar, is you have to be, we wait for order Sheni in order to be Masmik Geula La Geula. But was it the message of order Rishon, and the embassy message of Purim Katan, that we suggest that if you look in the Gemara, you have to put it off, very good. You have to wait till order Sheni. In other words, in order there should be the immediate inyan of Geula. If you were Mekayim Kriyas HaMegillah, now you're not yet. And if you were Mekayim Matonis Lavianim, you're not yet. About Mishler, Monas Ishler Yehu, I'm not sure. There's statements in the Gemara, in the Mishnah. I doubt if he could be yet. Ulai, Yeshlema. It certainly wouldn't do any harm if you said Mishler, Monas Ishler Yehu. That's what we're doing now. We're trying to make this for bringing also into a Mishleach Monas of an Ochop Konim. Benegel Mishleach Monas, Yesh Lizboina. So he comes along a year and he said, well, I got to wait the whole time. I got to wait the whole time from other reason to other Sheni. That's a huge amount of time, 4 weeks. Who's got koyah? And who has time to wait 4 weeks? Eh? What do you say about that, eh? You got time to wait around for 4 weeks. Oh, yeah, I've missed my time. If I met a Yidden Shrei, that ain't no chanami, lemismak geula legeula, of we want Moshiach now, we don't hope yet, and that's the time of the Rebbe Marash. The Rebbe Marash said, very nice, we'll wait until the church spread around the world, there'll be a Putamaya, but we don't hope yet. It's extreme Hashah. That she'ifa, and that impatience, and that wanting to have Purim with all the Shleiman, and not wait another 4 weeks, even though that's connected with the Geula, but this is, we want Geula now. That's the Indian of Purim. That's Purim Katan, and therefore it's well known according to Siddur, that Siddur says a very amazing thing. And it could be this is according to modern medicine also. He first thinks the other Florim of there's a moment when the Rebbe Marash in Nun Chet, where the Rebbe writes over there that a cotton and a godel, there's really no difference. The only difference is the inifan kelim lekavul esoiris. What's the pshat? That be'emes a cotton and a godel all have exactly the same prayer. It's at the shleimus and the neshama. If the neshama, the Eber gives them a neshama into the group, then each neshama has got all the cares that every other neshama has. When they put a neshama into your body as a small child after the bris, and then you come out and the knesses on neshama for frat bar mitzvah, then everybody's got a whole neshama with everything in it. What's the difference that came between you and somebody bigger than you? What's it the hevder? The ganze hevder is only in the how they call it, the kelim, the itpatkut of the development of the kelim. Those are the only difference. That the kelim by the court haven't finished their maturity. The koiches that he has exactly the same as the Godel Bishonim, he can't bring them out because they're limited by their ability to express themselves in the kelim. That's the only difference. And therefore he brings one of the great poiskim that said that really a cotton and a godel should be chayiv mitzad the koiches that they have. They should all be chayiv in the same thing. There shouldn't be such a halacha as a cotton be potter me a mitzvah. And according to certain people, he's talking not potter. According to certain people, he's chayiv as chinuch. He's chayiv to keep all the mitzvahs. And the shaila in Rishonim is the chiyuv of the father's chiyuv or is the son's chiyuv? The son learns the son's chiyuv. That when he does a mitzvah, even though he's before 13, he's doing his own mitzvah. And remember, the only difference is that the Torah says that if he's still a Kotan, you can't punish him 100%. But if he's already a Gadol, you can punish him. But when they get to the etzim, what you call the chalois of the mitzvah, the actual falling of the mitzvah, it falls on a Kotan v'Gadol, oiseh hador. And remember, the Fizeh comes to say that the Kotan and the Gadol are mamish the same thing. It's only a hebdel in his patlas hakelim. But when I get to the actual mitzvah, when a Kotan does a mitzvah, he does a mitzvah. That's the mitzvah for a yid. It's only a mitzvah for a yid that if he didn't do the mitzvah, or he grazed it, so he made a mistake, or he was a little bit naughty, and he missed out on a certain price, he doesn't get any punishment for that. Come to the Shkenaim. But when I get to the eating of the mitzvah, he's chayav b'dor. Mamel Lefizeh, and there's a Kotan and a Gadol at the selbe Sache. There's no such thing as a Kotan. A Kotan is only a Metzumtzum dicke Gadol. He's a Gadol with a bisschen of Tzimtzum. If a Mele, they mean if a Kotan, a Gadol at the selbe Maike. A Mele, Purim Katan at the selbe Sache, we Purim a Gadol. Ein benem kol hebder. So, Fizeh,
Rabbi Gafni.
In the old days, they used to take, mashki and glazer. They used to take mashki big cups. Sometimes it would splash over, hit you in the eye, I don't recommend it as an often practice, because if mashki hits you in the eye, it stings a bit. It makes a bit of a... But if mashki hits you in the eye, then I promise you'll sing better.
If mashki hits you in the eye, you'll sing better.
Hey, you'll be dancing better too.
They used to take mashki and go to glitter, you break your heart right there.
Rabbi Gafni. Yosef David Hassan. Sorry. Yosef David Hassan is now in the hospital.
Me?
And he's hearing the Farbrengen. So can we all say l'chaim to him and give him a bracha? He said, "Refuah shlema." He said, "You did." 1 second.
Ubari.
Okay, 1 second.
Hang
Hang on. Yosef David, could you hear us? Okay, so say l'chaim to Yosef David. Yosef David, Ben Shem Refuah shlema.
Ubari.
L'chaim, Refuah shlema to Yosef David. He's on the phone.
Immediate help.
Ubari.
L'chaim, the bracha.
He's already healthy.
Okay, heard that? Okay, we love you. Just know you're loved over here. By the way, Mordechai seems idea to do this. So don't blame me for this. No, don't. Give Mordechai seems credit. He's the one that he initiated. I just use the Listen. What's the listen, all the best, feel better, and let me know if you need it. No problem. Okay, so I'm ready for this. We're going to have to sort of first line. I didn't think the upset for bringing here, just... Yes.
כן, דברים בין. אלא?
He has been.
You never know.